Section 2, The Bedrock of Health. Chapter 8, On Target Living Health Principles. With the overwhelming amount of information at our fingertips from the internet, media, friends, and family, it can be extremely difficult to understand what is good or bad, healthy or unhealthy. Years ago, we at On Target Living developed 3 principles to help people cut through all the noise. Our 3 principles include cellular health, pH balance, and the source. These form the bedrock of all of our work. Through our live presentations, webinars, consultations, and our app, we provide the knowledge people need to take greater control of their health. Principle number 1, cellular health. Here's a quick science lesson about our cells. There are approximately 50 trillion cells in the human body. One of the most beautiful aspects of the human body is its ability to heal and self-correct. Each day, the cells of the human body go through constant change. In fact, the human body turns over billions of cells each and every day. Each and every day, we have a wonderful opportunity to improve our overall health by improving the health of every cell. Improving our cellular health is essential for optimal health. The cell membrane. Let's begin with a better understanding of the cell. Every cell has an outer layer called the cell membrane. The job of the cell is to control what passes in and out of the cell. Think of the cell membrane as the gatekeeper of the cell. The cell membrane also is the brain of the cell, communicating instantly with the mitochondria and the nucleus of the cell. Keeping the cell membrane soft and permeable allows nutrients to be absorbed into the cell, which is critical for overall health of the human body throughout our life. When we eat, blood glucose begins to rise. The hormone insulin is released from the pancreas to stabilize blood glucose and open the cell to receive nutrients. If the cell is hard and brittle due to an unhealthy lifestyle, it may become desensitized to insulin, leading to elevated blood glucose and eventually type 2 diabetes. One of the fastest growing medical concerns today is type 2 diabetes. In 1970, the United States had less than 500,000 type 2 diabetics. Today, that number has grown to over 30 million and continues to skyrocket. It is very possible that within the next 10 years, we could see over 100 million type 2 diabetics in the United States. Type 2 diabetes is not caused by eating a banana or a piece of fruit. It is caused by an unhealthy cell membrane. If the cell membrane becomes healthier, type 2 diabetes can become a disease of the past. High-quality foods and beverages, hydration, omega-3 fats, foods high in chlorophyll, daily movement, and proper rest all play a role in keeping the cell membrane soft, permeable, and healthy. When we consume too many processed foods, fail to drink enough water, do not move on a daily basis, sleep poorly, or experience chronic stress, the cell membrane may become hard and brittle. Think of the cell membrane like an M&M candy, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. That is what can happen to our cells if we do not take care of them. The mitochondria. The mitochondria are the power packs in the cell. They are equivalent to the engine of a car and relate directly to how the body uses energy. The more active the mitochondria, the more calories the body will use for energy. In each cell, there are hundreds to thousands of mitochondria. The number and activity level of each mitochondria is directly related to lifestyle. Genetics do play a role, but is small in comparison to a healthier lifestyle. As we age, our metabolism starts to slow down, but we have much more control over it than we might think. The first step to improving the health of the mitochondria is to drink more water and eat more fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and high-quality forms of chlorophyll. Greens. Moving our body daily is also essential for keeping the mitochondria healthy. When we feed the mitochondria the right types of nutrients, we will experience greater energy, increased metabolism, and vibrant health. If we want to improve our metabolism, we need to take care of our mitochondria. The nucleus of the cell. The nucleus of the cell is where RNA and DNA live. These genetic codes definitely play a large role in who we are. Recent research, however, has shown that they play a much smaller role in our health than we once thought. For years, we used to think that the nucleus was the brain of the cell, but we now know the cell membrane has taken over that role. Each cell has a genetic makeup that determines everything from the color of our eyes and hair to the length of our bones. Some people are born with better genetics than others, but the good news is that lifestyle choices greatly impact our genetics as well. There may be cancer or heart disease percolating in the nucleus, but healthy choices help us turn on or off the good or bad genes. Good lifestyle decisions help our cell membrane have healthier conversations with our nucleus. Imagine building a house with poor raw materials. Imagine doing the same to your body. If we fail to feed our cells the right raw materials, how can we produce a healthy body? Feeding the cell high-quality nutrients. For years, we've been influenced to focus on calories as the most important factor around food. Most people still believe that cutting calories is the most effective way to lose weight. This may be true when starting a diet, but over time, calorie restriction can lead to a feeling of deprivation, making the diet extremely difficult to sustain. We need to shift our beliefs away from calories and focus on feeding our cells with high-quality, nutrient-rich foods that make us healthy. For many, this shift in mindset can be difficult at first. Years ago, one of my personal training clients was not willing to consume a tablespoon of cod liver oil because it contained over 100 calories. Caloric intake depends on many factors, but what matters the most is the quality of the calories we are consuming. We see more and more people cutting valuable macronutrients like carbohydrates out of their diet in an effort to lose weight. Getting people to focus on feeding the cells high-quality foods in balance can be challenging. When we begin to understand the importance of cellular health, the way we look at food forever changes. No longer are we afraid of add extra 100 calories or 200 calories of healthy fats to our diet or eat a piece of fruit. Our attention shifts from focusing on calories or cutting valuable macronutrients to feeding the cells high-quality foods and getting healthier. Skin begins to look better, hair and nails become stronger, sleep and energy improve, clothes fit differently, inflammation begins to disappear, cholesterol, blood pressure, and glucose numbers improve. The cells are slowly transforming and the body is getting healthier. Everything begins at the cellular level. The way we care for our cells has a huge impact on our overall health and feeling our best. Principle number 2, pH balance. The second principle we teach at On Target Living is centered on balancing the body's pH, potential hydrogen, acidity, and alkalinity. Here comes a short chemistry lesson. Focus on the concept of having a balanced pH, and this will all come together. Every food, beverage, thought, and emotion impacts the pH level in our blood. It is measured on a scale of 1 to 14, with 1 being most acidic and 14 being most alkaline. The pH of stomach acid is 1, energy drinks 2.8, soda pop 3, beer 3.5, coffee 4, and water 7. Plop plop, fizz fizz, oh what a relief it is. Alka-Seltzer was the popular over-the-counter medication for acid reflux or stomach discomfort. The magical ingredient is sodium bicarbonate, which is extremely alkalizing, hence the name Alka-Seltzer. Food-grade baking soda is 12, similar to Alka-Seltzer. Ideally, the human blood should be slightly alkaline between 7.35 and 7.45. We can monitor our pH on a regular basis by using pH strips. These can be purchased online or at your local health food store. Foods, beverages, thoughts, and emotions are classified as acidic or alkaline depending on the effect they have on the body. Acid-forming foods, beverages, thoughts, or emotions adds hydrogen ions to the body, making it more acidic. An alkalizing food, beverage, thought, or emotion removes hydrogen ions from the body, making it more alkaline. Foods and beverages are classified as acidic or alkaline based on the effect they have on the body after digestion. For example, lemons and limes are extremely acidic. As we all know, squirt a lemon or a lime in your eye and it burns. However, the end product they produce after digestion is extremely alkalizing. A simple way to increase alkalinity of a glass of water is to add a slice of lemon or lime. This is a simple recipe for those who suffer from acid reflux or gout. No one asked the right questions. Growing up in Michigan, I was a terrible eater. I lived on beefaroni, bologna sandwiches on white bread with Miracle Whip, Kentucky Fried Chicken, John's Country Burger, A&W, Velveeta cheese, Little Debbie's oatmeal pies, and frozen pot pies, just to name a few. My drinks of choice were whole milk, Kool-Aid, and Pepsi. For 15 years, I had severe skin and digestive problems that included psoriasis, dandruff, eczema, and many food allergies. The doctors recommended kaopectate for my digestive problems, along with prescription and oral medications and topical creams for my irritated skin. Nothing seemed to work. The doctors kept telling my parents, "Your son just has sensitive skin." Never once did they ask about pH balance or anything about my diet. Once I started asking the right questions and changed my diet, my skin and digestive problems became a thing of the past. Our bodies are designed to do a wonderful job keeping pH in balance. When the body has to work overtime to maintain a balanced pH, trouble is sure to follow. A pH imbalance is primarily due to overconsumption of acid-forming foods and beverages, as well as unhealthy thoughts and emotions. As a society, we consume too much coffee, caffeine, soda pop, energy drinks, beer, alcohol, processed foods, artificial sweeteners, processed protein powders, protein bars, animal proteins, and prescription medications. On top of all our unhealthy beverage choices, we live in a world that keeps speeding up, leading to high levels of unhealthy stress. Causes of an unbalanced pH: high levels of stress and negative thoughts. There's nothing that moves the body to become more acidic faster than excessive stress and negative thoughts. Stress, fear, anxiety, and negative thoughts trigger the hormones adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline and cortisol accelerate acid levels throughout the body, leading to a change in respiration, blood pressure, kidney function, digestion, and mineral depletion. Food and beverage choices: processed foods, ice cream, fried foods, beef, cow's milk, cottage cheese, artificial sweeteners, sugar, table salt, soft drinks, energy drinks, coffee, and alcohol, along with everything in the red area of the food target, create high acid levels in the body. More will be said about the food target in Section 4, Let Food Be Your Medicine. Too much protein. Proteins are acidic in nature. Consuming more than 25% of your daily calories from protein may cause the body to become too acidic. Plant-based proteins are more alkalizing than animal proteins. Acid-forming diets, stress, and health problems. As you listen throughout the rest of this book, the human body has a remarkable ability to heal and self-correct. This is extremely evident with blood pH. If the pH of the blood starts to become unbalanced in either direction by the smallest of margins, the body will quickly adjust to bring it back into balance through several buffering processes. These buffering processes involve lungs, blood, kidneys, and the use of minerals. To compensate for high acid levels, the lungs and kidneys have to work harder. The body also utilizes many of its precious buffering minerals such as calcium, magnesium, iodine, potassium, and sodium to help reduce high acid levels. These minerals work in the blood, lymph, and extracellular fluids to bind acids, which are then removed through the urine. Over time, these minerals become depleted, leading to a vast array of health problems. It may seem that the body has all the checks and balances in place to maintain a balanced blood pH. This may be true in the short term, but when we abuse our bodies with poor food and beverage choices, little or no daily movement, and high levels of unhealthy stress, the body can only do so much before it starts to break down. Digestive aids are one of the fastest growing groups of medications in the United States today. More than 75 million people in the United States suffer from chronic acid reflux and other digestive health problems on a daily basis. We currently spend over $20 billion each year on digestive health medications. These digestive health medications may help relieve the discomfort, but they do not fix the problem. In many cases, they may lead to even more health challenges. At OnTarget Living, we have witnessed hundreds of people who have completely eliminated their acid reflux or other digestive health medications by changing their diet and managing their stress. In addition to digestive problems caused by high acid levels and high stress, the depletion of precious minerals in the body has led to many other health challenges. In the United States, we have the highest intake of calcium supplements in the world, but we still have poor bone health. It's not the lack of calcium causing this. It is that calcium is being leached out of the body faster than it is being replaced. Atrial fibrillation and an unbalanced thyroid are also common problems today and may be linked to low levels of magnesium and iodine. It's time to wake up to the power of having a balanced pH. Here are a few health problems related to acid-forming diet and high levels of stress. Acid reflux, atrial fibrillation, brittle and thinning hair, cancer, constipation, cracked nails, diarrhea, fatigue, headaches, heart disease, high blood pressure, hormonal imbalances, insomnia, IBS, kidney stones and gout, muscle cramping, osteoporosis, poor digestive health, premature aging, psoriasis and eczema, thyroid dysfunction, type 2 diabetes, and weight gain. How to balance pH. Consume alkalizing foods. Begin by upgrading whatever you eat and drink the most. For example, if you enjoy drinking coffee every morning with a creamer, improve the quality of your coffee and the quality of your creamer. Replace table salt with sea salt. Table salt is very acidic, while sea salt is very alkalizing. Fruits and vegetables, ancient grains, and any whole foods are more alkalizing than processed foods. The quality of the foods, beverages, and even condiments will be stressed throughout the rest of this book. Use the pH target and food target to make healthier choices. Take slow steps to upgrade your food choices. Women in Japan have wonderful bone health, little atrial fibrillation, and little or no thyroid problems. Their diets are made up of highly alkalizing foods such as fish, leafy greens, tofu, spirulina chlorella, and sea vegetables. Sea vegetables, sushi nori, arami, kelp, dulse, and wakame are all different types of sea vegetables. Because they grow in highly alkaline seawater, they are extremely high in calcium, magnesium, iodine, and many other minerals. It may take some time to acquire a taste of these sea vegetables, but they are extremely healthy. Easier ways to improve pH include drinking more water, managing stress, and consuming more fruits, vegetables, ancient grains, spirulina chlorella, wheatgrass, nuts, seeds. These all help the body function and be more alkaline. More on this will be covered in Section 4, Let Food Be Your Medicine. Consume alkalizing beverages. The beverages we consume have a huge impact on our pH. Water with lemon is very alkalizing and great for digestive health. When digested, lemons and limes are very alkalizing. Hot water with ginger, green tea, mineral water with a splash of juice, coconut water, and plant-based milk such as coconut, almond, oat, and cashew are all excellent beverage options to keep pH in balance. More on this will be covered in Section 4, Let Food Be Your Medicine. Foods high in calcium, magnesium, and iodine. Calcium. Almonds, ancient grains, avocados, bok choy, Brazil nuts, Brussels sprouts, coconut, figs, leafy greens, millet, onions, sea vegetables, sesame seeds, spirulina chlorella, and wheatgrass. Magnesium. Ancient grains, apples, avocados, bananas, beans, cabbage, cacao nibs, coconut, dates, figs, green peppers, leafy greens, sea vegetable, sunflower seeds, and walnuts. And foods high in iodine, ancient grains, asparagus, blueberries, coconut, eggplant, fish, goat's milk, leafy greens, potatoes, sea vegetables, seaweed, spirulina chlorella, tomatoes, turnips, and wheatgrass. Rest and rejuvenation. Take time for yourself. Focus on breathing and get more sleep. Walk in nature and make time for stillness. Take micro breaks during your day and regular vacations. Take an Epsom salt bath on a regular basis. Use the foam roller and get a massage. More of this will be discussed in Section 3, Rest, Relaxation, and Rejuvenation. Taking time to rest and rejuvenate is critical for a balanced pH to feel your best. And lastly, one of the greatest ways to improve your pH is daily movement. Moving the body on a daily basis is essential for a healthy mind and body. Motion creates positive emotion. Daily movement, along with play, can be very alkalizing for the body. Too much exercise or an exercise program that is too intense moves our pH to the acid side, leading to an increase in inflammation and a breakdown of the body. Incorporating a balanced movement routine is essential for sustainability and balancing pH. Stretching, foam roller, strength training, cardio, and restorative movements along with play are essential for feeling your best and balancing your pH. More of this will be covered in Section 5, Movement, Your Fountain of Youth. Balancing your pH is absolutely critical for optimal health and performance. Principle number 3, the source. The third principle is likely the easiest to grasp. There is so much information and confusion on whether a food or beverage is healthy or unhealthy, organic, reading labels. How can we make this all simpler to understand? The answer is to get closer to the source. A food in its most natural state is the source. It is healthier, easier for the body to break down and absorb, and costs less. Here's a question for you. If a coconut fell from a tree, is the coconut healthy or unhealthy? This coconut is, of course, healthy. This is not the same coconut that Grandma put on her German chocolate cake. Coconuts contain a healthy saturated fat and are high in lauric acid. They possess antifungal properties and are great for digestion and brain health. Coconut is one of my go-to superfoods. Take, for example, an apple. The apple is the source. When an apple is processed into applesauce or into apple juice, both move away from the source. Another example is flax seeds. Flax seeds are high in omega-3 fats, fiber, and lignans. They are great for our mind, brain, heart, inflammation, and hormones. They are very inexpensive. When flax seeds are converted into flaxseed oil, the fiber and lignans are gone and the price goes up. When converted yet again into flaxseed oil gel tablets, most of the nutrient value has been lost. The price goes up and the quality goes down. To evaluate whether a food, beverage, condiment, household cleaner, body care product is healthy or unhealthy, check to see how close it is to the source. More will be said about the source later in Section 4, Let Food Be Your Medicine. Implementing these 3 principles form the bedrock to feeling and being your best. Before selecting a food, beverage, or body care product, can you answer yes to all 3 principles? Is it good for my cells? Is it balancing my pH? And lastly, is it close to the source? Feeling alive again. Thank you, On Target Living. Seriously, I feel alive again. Hearing the On Target Living message and then implementing the 3 principles has improved my attitude and energies in all aspects of my life. I needed this because I felt dead, but still breathing. It has improved my relationships and my outlook. I don't feel beaten down and I don't stress about things as much as I used to. And my kids have a dad that can run with them and not an old man that they come to talk to once in a while. I went to my daughter's elementary school to be a watchdog dad for a day at the end of the year. You want to work out? Go play tag 3 times a day with 28-year-old girls all looking to get you. Being able to run around that playground and keep up with them was worth it all. I could go on and on about everything, but I want to let you know that I really appreciate all the insight into cell health. It is my belief that this was a key concept. I now take my pH seriously and focus on eating closer to the source. If you look at all the effort to results ratio of my experience, most effort happened at the beginning and most results happened at the end, after my efforts became a routine. I believe this is because my body was changing from the inside out. Thank you, Darren Shank. Cell, pH, and source essentials. Big picture. The 3 principles of good health are cellular health, pH balance, and the source. Health begins at the cell level. For optimal health, the cell membrane needs to be soft and permeable. Every food, beverage, thought, and emotion impacts your pH level. Acid equals inflammation. We need to maintain a balanced pH for greater gut health, less inflammation, and improved overall health. To maintain a balance between alkalinity and acidity, aim for 65 to 75% of your food, beverages, thoughts, and emotions from the alkaline portion of the pH target. As we age, metabolism starts to slow down, but we have much more control over metabolism than we think. Use health and beauty products closer to the source. Consume foods and beverages closer to the source. Ask yourself, can you say yes to all 3 principles: cell health, pH balance, and the source? Do you feel overly stressed? Do you have more positive or more negative self-talk? Do you consume too many acid-forming foods and beverages? Do you consume alkalizing foods and beverages? Small steps. Choose and implement 1 or 2 upgrades in what you eat and drink to improve your pH. Consume omega-3 fats and water to help keep your cell membranes soft and permeable. Add a slice of lemon or lime to your water to improve gut health. Eat 2 to 3 fruits each day to clean and alkalize the gut. And lastly, focus on consuming foods and beverages closer to the source.